Hi all, welcome back to my channel. In this video we will learn about jumpsuit cutting and stitching. Let's see. Now this is 44 inches by 2 meter 16 inches fabric. Now double fold this fabric. Trace back bodice block on the fold side, front bodice block on the open side. This is back trouser block and this one is front trouser block. Now we need to cut one piece for back bodice block, two piece for front bodice block, two piece for back trouser block and two piece for front bodice block. Now we will take the stitching margin for every piece. Now take 1 centimeter for armhole, 1 centimeter for shoulders and 1 centimeter to 1 inches for side seam. No stitching margin for neckline. No stitching margin for this extension line which is 3 inches. Take 1 centimeter stitching margin on waistline. Take same stitching margin for back bodice block. Now for back trouser block, take 1 centimeter stitching margin on crotch, side seam and inner seam and 1 inch stitching margin for waistline and bottom. Same stitching margin for front trouser block. Now cut all the piece. We have cut all the pieces with stitching margin. You can see closely. Now after cutting, this cloth is left. I will cut bicep and belt from this cloth. You can make short sleeve also from this cloth. Now after my cutting, I will start stitching. Please watch carefully. I will tell you step by step how to stitch jumpsuit. First of all, we will take both front part and we will mark nicely this extension line which is 3 inches, which we will use for button and buttonhole. Now we will fold right side extension line fully till the 3 inches blue marking line and put a pin on it so that it doesn't move. Now fold a little less on the left side extension line and pin on it so that it doesn't move. Now stitch it from here. See, I have stitched it and ironed it. Now we will remove the pins. Next thing is that we have to place the right part above the left part and all pin it. Now stitch it from here. See, I have stitched it and again set with all pin. Now take the back part wrong side up and stitch the shoulders from here. See, shoulder stitching is done. Now we need bicep for neckline finishing. For neck finishing, I have already cut the bicep and stitch. This is the bicep. We will fold it and stitch around the neck. See, I have done it. Now we will put some notches around the neck. Now fold it like this and stitch all around. See, I have finished my neckline. Same process for armhole finishing. See, I have finished my armhole. My neckline also finished. Now only side seam is unfinished, so we will turn it over and stitch the side seam. I have finished my side seam. Now my upper part is totally ready. Only button and buttonholes are unfinished. I will go to the market for button and buttonholes. Now take both parts of front trouser pattern and stitch the crotch. I have stitched it. Now I will take both parts of back trouser pattern and stitch the crotch line. See, I have stitched it and it looks nice. Now this is right side of back trouser pattern. We will take front trouser pattern wrong side up and stitch the side seam. From waist to bottom I have to stitch it. Side seam has finished and it looks nice. Now we will place the upper part of jumpsuit on the lower part. Lower part is little bigger than the upper part. We have to match the side seam of upper part and lower part. For this, we need to place 1 cm dart in the middle of crotch line to side seam, and same process for another side. After placing the dart, our side seam will match accurately and will be look like this. Now this is the wrong side of lower part. Now we will mark the darts from crotch line to side seam and will do same process here. Now take the middle part of crotch line to side seam and take 4 inches length for dart. Now we will repeat same process here. Now same process for back part. Take the middle point from crotch line to side seam and the length of dart is 5 inches. Repeat it here. Now stitch the dart from both sides. See, I have stitched the darts from both sides and ironed it. Now after placing dart, my side seam of upper part and lower part is match. See how it looks? Now we will attach the upper part and lower part together. Now this is the front side of lower part. I will write F on the crotch seam so that I can attach this point from buttonhole line. This is the wrong front side of lower. Now we will turn the upper part so that the neck side of the upper part will go inside the lower part. See how I will do it? join this F point to the center front of the upper part and match the side seam of upper part and lower part. Now match the side seam of another side and pin it. Now I have to find the center point of upper center back. Now this is the center back point. Now I will attach this point to the lower center back point. Now this is center front of lower part and upper part. Now I pinned all the major points. Now I will stitch circularly. See, I have stitched it. Now see how it looks. It looks very nice, very beautiful. See how it looks? It looks very nice. Now the next step is we have to finish the bottom and inner seam. First we will finish the bottom. For the finishing of bottom, we have to fold twicely and pin it and iron it. Now stitch from here. I have stitched it. Now I have to stitch inner seam. For inner seam we will start from the bottom and match the crotch, then bottom. See how it looks after stitching? Very nice. After that I have to shape the waist by using elastic or belt. I will use belt for waist. So I need to cut and stitch the belt. See how I will do. These are the leftover pieces. Before cut and stitch of the belt, I will make the loops for belt. I have cut rectangular pieces, pin it, iron it and stitch it. See, I did it. Now I will attach these pieces on the jumpsuit. See how I attach these loops on waist on the side seam. One loop I will attach on the back side also. See, I have attached it. Now I will make belt for jumpsuit. The width of the belt is 5 cm and the length of the belt is bigger than inch tape. In my belt there are lots of joints. For stitching of belt, I will fold it like this and stitch the full length of belt. See, I have stitched it. Now we will keep this stitching line in the middle of belt and will stitch it from here. See, I stitched it. Now I will turn it with the help of pencil like this. Now this is the right side of belt. I have to finish this point also. I will finish it like this and stitch it from here. See, I have stitched it. Now we will keep this stitching line in the middle of belt and will iron it. My iron is done. Now see how my jumpsuit look. My jumpsuit is finished, but if you want to make the short sleeve, this is the leftover piece. You can make short sleeve from this cloth. So fold like this and take your length and width, shape your armhole and bottom line, and your short sleeve would be done. So this is my jumpsuit. I hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. We will meet in our next video. Bye bye.